And we're live, let's go. Third day of trying to grind out no items. I'm still going to stick with the blueprint squad. From my experience on the previous days though, I think I play a lot of much faster roguelikes. Arknight is kind of slow paced for me, so I tend to do stuff without thinking about it. I'll try to actively be a bit more cerebral and actually think through my decisions before I jump into stages. See if we can get a better result. Oops.
Stay healthy, Doctor.
Guess I forgot to click it before the morning. No problem. Thanks. Hopefully we finish up today. There's a few other stuff I also wanna grind out. 3 objective shields, cause the other ones are items. Not sure how long I'll stream for today. I actually managed to get a bit sick right before the end of the winter, but I don't have any fever yet, so it's not too big of a deal. If I get tired, I'll stop. We can get 5 fights if we luck out. We need 2 more points for 5 fights basically. With a 50% chance for any combat stage to give us points, because 2 of the stages give points and 2 of them don't. And we have 3 stages before we need to. Then again, I'm not sure I'd even want to use it. Even if I get 2 more points, I'll only use them if the last stage there also gives points. Otherwise, it's better to save those 2 points for the second floor. Though without Spearhead, the second floor is pretty dangerous and tends to wipe me if I get forced into an emergency, if I'm not careful. We'll see though, it really depends on what operators I get. Is that a video card? I'm still using a 5-year-old one. I don't really feel the need to... I don't really care about graphics that much, so I can play even the newer stuff. The 4th floor is harder than the 5th floor. By quite a large margin. The stages are in general much more complicated. I think the 4th floor has... The 5th floor has only 2 hard stages. And one of them is Rogue Mercenary, which isn't that hard. Try taking Pudenko out, but if I don't have Ethan, a melee body is probably better. Double Bad Neighbors, very nice. I don't think defenders are particularly bad in IS-5. No worse than they are in IS-4 or IS-3, that's for sure. This was the normal mode, so we're deploying click first. We'll use this tile though, so Pinecone can shoot the chest. I could also just kill it with Roberta, but I'm lazy. The order matters, because if I deploy Pinecone first, click can die to the sniper. But on emergency, I have to deploy Pinecone first, because otherwise I leak enemies. It's pretty goofy. Why am I a golden bazooka now? I'm even playing with 4 stars. IS3 just fucking hates ground units in general. Like anytime I played IS3 with 4 stars, my recruits were basically, please don't give me any ground units, I don't want them. Jaya and Ethan were basically the only ones I actively used. Because Ethan is broken and has dodge, and Jaya can 1v1 bosses. Speaking of Ethan... Well, she can buff everyone, we just need enough devices, you know?
The wall moved right before your eyes. No, you're exaggerating.
Same stage but emergency.
Don't
Gotta
panic
remember not
if
to
you
click on the
suddenly
item
notice
accidentally.
a missing squad
Did we have a
mate.
debuff? I wasn't paying attention. Not one that matters anyway. So now if I deploy click first, I'm gonna leak, because they have more health in emergency. Hence, fine con first. There's no Sarkaz archer to shoot her, or click, so that's fine. It's a pretty weird dynamic that you don't see too often. Where the emergency and the normal stage are basically the same thing, but you use a slightly different configuration. It's fairly common with challenge modes, but I don't run into it on AS too much, because the extra stats are usually too much. Okay, I can AFK now. Yeah, hello there. Let's speed this up a bit. Am I using the EN one or the JP one? Oops, we didn't find out. I don't remember what voice I have on it. I guess we'll find out later. Yeah, alright. Yeah, perfect. We'll have one device for the second floor, so we can take both fights.
Don't panic if you suddenly notice a missing squad mate.
To be fair, Ethan does sound like a tryhard. It fits the character. No, can't tell from one line. I guess we'll see later if I find it grating or not. Might as well deploy him.
What's the plan? Hey, over here. What's the plan? Hey, over here.
He kind of sounds in his 30s. Other than that, I can't say I have any strong feelings on it, one way or the other. I don't have any tryhard nerds in my friend group. I'm the tryhard nerd. Useful on the Sarkaz sword stage. We got too fat. Okay, so we lose 10 weight. That puts us at 22. We need to lose 3 more. Cheapest way to get rid of 3 is to just burn this thing. We don't actually want to lose lives. If you're wondering why I'm counting this stuff. Because I have no way to recover them. I think it's a pretty random effect for Ethan to have. I get it on Sora and Scouter more, because they're more musically related, hence sound. But Ethan just does it for no reason. I assume he was supposed to have something musical themed in his kit, but that was changed, but the sound remained. That's my headcanon anyway. Alright, I'm a bit sick, but nothing too serious. Nah, I don't even mind it, I just think it's a pretty random quality for Ethan to randomly have. So I was wondering if it's something... And since he was added very early on into the game, I was wondering if it's related to something like that. Considering the other operators who have some noise. Didn't know Shu does, because, you know, she's a 6-star. Stack 25 lives and then leak 24 enemies. That's the plan to beat the boss with no collectibles. This debuff is kind of annoying. Need to lose 2 weight. Burning this, I guess. This is next on the chopping block. 4 weight is a lot. Yeah, I'll get this because it weighs less but gives the same stars. Yeah, for now we don't need to throw away anything. Safe house is a bit meh here. I can get a pawn from here, go up, do the emergency, and then if this doesn't throw a fight, I lose out on 2 fights. I'll still take it, but if it shows up pawns, I might just take the pawns. I'm not sure that the extra squad space is worth 2 recruits this early on.
Let's go!
Well, Neem shuts down pretty much everything. I'm not sure why you weren't expecting it.
I'm here to help.
You can't kill crystals if you start with Ethan, Beanstalk and Pinecone, and you need the pawns, so you're just losing value for no reason. Oh yeah, enemies have 50% more health. I kinda forgot.
What's the...
I have to get serious now.
Probably doesn't matter, but Utage has nothing better to do. Might as well remove some health from the truck. And Pinecone should be enough even without her skill. The crystal has extra health from the debuff we have, if you're wondering why it's still not dead. That would depend on what you consider the worst ones. Can you beat everything in Arknights on using the worst ones? Well, if you want to beat everything, you can't do it with just 4 stars to begin with. Because there's one stage that can be beat with 4 stars. Or technically it can, but the Eaton RNG is so realistic you're never gonna get it. But putting the design of Strife S3 aside, what do you consider the worst ones? Like, is everything other than Jaya and Eaton the worst ones here, or what? Is it just Verdant? It would change. It just depends on what operators you'd consider the worst ones, and obviously how many operators you have. If it's just the worst one in every class, then obviously not. You only have 8 operators. There are stages you can simply never beat with that. So I have all 3 of the good options I like. If I don't take the Puans, I sacrifice 1 fight. Or potentially 2 fights if I get unlucky. If I get the correct RNG row, it's only 1 fight. If we take the squad size, this is what I usually use in the safe house because I can't reliably find it anywhere else, and 3 extra lives is helpful but not that much. I guess I will greed and try to go for the squad size. No need to reroll this, it's doable. Could have switched to S2, but I'm lazy. I don't think it matters. Maybe I'll die stupidly. We'll see.
I'm here to help. I have to get serious now.
Style a bit so we can drop Gummy straight away. And then we immediately go to Eaton, because AoE damage. Annoy the caster a bit.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Hey! You can't see me.
Human sacrifice so the caster doesn't kill Gummy. Oops. If I had a brain, I would have retreated. Roberta, to save the Gummy heal. I'm just lazy, because Eaton will clear everything. Bit swappy with an E1 Gummy, I guess. Human sacrifice for the caster. Yeah, Eaton S2 M3 can break a crystal. You actually don't need any items for it. He gets about 1900 attack on skill. That's enough to hit past the crystal's
クレー
defense.
プ食べに行こう。
No, it needs 0 relics. You just need 3 casts of it, which isn't that much. You can watch yesterday's stream. I actually broke a crystal with him because I had nothing else to hit it with. Takes 3 as 2 casts, I think, without any relics. And I got screwed. I lose 2 fights because I took the squad limit instead of the ones. I guess I can reduce it to 1 fight if I roll again. And I got double screwed. Yay. I can't take this because it will give me an item. Yeah, he just needs some slight DPS item. If you want to do it with 1 skill use. Like the slightest increase in attack is gonna be enough. Because, you know, it's physical damage against high defense. Most of his attack damage is blocked by the physical damage already there. So just increasing it a little bit makes a much larger percentage go through. Do we have a decent path here? Okay, so we can start here, get 2 crystals, shop, and then try to go here, here, and then through this tree. Yeah, works for me. The shop is for recruits, so there's no other path that can compare.
私も任務に参加するんですか？
Yeah, it's 4. I only play with 4 stars.
出発か
So for the same reason I don't take 5 stars.
どんな面白い動画が撮れるかな？ I have to get serious now.
Need to break this. Let's start to do it again.
その泣き顔
Because these guys are
可愛い
pests.
じゃない。
It's the normal mode, so it didn't matter too much, I guess. Can you survive the poison?
私が必要だね。
Has 2 more ticks, I guess. 103. Okay, she will survive because she will kill.
どうする？
The actual melee hit will kill her though, so we're switching the body.
予約を取るんだよ。
And bad tile.
運が良かったね。
We'll do it here. Need Jaya to clean up the spiders.
本物
They're super annoying otherwise.
みんな I have to get serious now.
Oops, that was kind of a whiff.
はい
はいよ。
That's not great.
言う通りにし I have to get serious now.
What's the feel like you're gonna faint?
釘のようにここでしっかり
Pinecone
支
can
えます
finish the crystal eventually.
はい、基盤のよ引く。はい、エネルギー気を手にはまだま
Oh
だ
shit,
持ちます
wasn't
よ。
expecting
グムがみんなを守る。
that guy to win.
みんなお腹すいた？
Yeah, this is why I take Beanstalk. Should probably stop trying to take Myrtle first, even though I kind of
Feel
need
like
her
you're
later.
gonna faint?
It does not feel functional at all.
ドローン飛べ。どこ皆さんの援護は任せてください。
I should have also probably burned some rune for this stage. It's a super annoying one.
ドクター、みんなどいて。はい。どこにこういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
How many of these guys can we even stop? Realistically?
ここですか？
I can try because I'm
What's the
gonna
feel
find
like
the team
you're
pretty
gonna
well.
faint?
はい。はい。
Yeah, 0. Shouldn't have bothered.
やってみましょう
Oh yeah, they have the 50% attack, so I can't retreat operators. I always forget about it.
どこに不安アレルギーに気をつけてね。
Eh, 3 leaks isn't that bad. I really should have burned some buff rune for this fight though, to compensate for their extra attack.
完璧な勝利を得ること
Yeah,
は
Google player runs fine.
美しいお花を
It
咲かせる
feels a bit
ことと
awkward
同
if you're
じ
not
よう
playing
に
in full screen, but it's
大
fine
変なお仕
otherwise.
事ですね。
Try it if you want. At least it's stable, which is something I can't say for the other emulators. Itugami would have been a godsend in this fight. Okay, so we have an E2 Giant. And more support tickets. Not great. We'll take the rune to transform it into shields. And up one. That's fine. Medic, hooray. And an E2 Murto. It's better to E2 than get another one. We have only so many squad slots, after all. You can't use Google Play with MAA, I think not. Playable stage, reroll. Safe house is workable, but I should definitely take the points from it. So I can go like so. Or is it better to... Yeah, the other direction makes more sense. Also, you don't have to bother reroll this, and this stage has no crystals. Definitely going towards the top then. What's the buff option on the safe house anyway? 3 shield when you enter a safe house. I'll take it as long as I have enough crystals to go down. Oh, apply it in a moment. Otag is not doing anything here.
後ろは
Gavio.
私に任せて。お前らはとにかく前に突っ込め。
Hi, bro. I should have taken a look at what the boss fight actually is, because it may affect what I need to pick. That's a bad habit of me. I should really start checking it the moment I get in the third
僕
store.
たちの帰りを待っててね。
76, normal count, no extras.
敵です。皆さん、手加減無用です。位置についたよ。
For whatever reason, these guys have super low attack, lower than they normally do,
フムの特製料理だよ。
so you can kind of just tank them with anything. Honestly, this is so I actually need to beat the stage.
Have to get serious now. フムの特製料理だよ。
Well, I always make sure not to read chat, so I didn't see you asking who the boss
ここ
is.
ですか？
We'll find out later.
What's the
It hasn't mattered for me, because I would have E2 Jaya no matter what, pick Gavio no matter what, and E2 Gumi no matter what. So for the tickets we've had so far, it's made zero
普段
difference.
通り釘を打ち I have to get serious now.
Yeah, they do less damage than they do in their normal stages.
今助けてやる。ドクターの言うことはしゃー。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちます。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Can the Kono one-shot Jaya? I guess it can. Good for it.
Hey, feel like you're gonna faint?
何やってんだ。 今助けてやる。はいよ。
Yeah, it's just faster to kill it here.
わかりました。始めるぜ。
Oops, should have pointed Pudenko down. I'm just wasting time.
はい。基盤の。
Violent stance.
はい。私スペシャルボーフルストラクチャーのセルフイメージシェーディングハイライター。基盤のよ。基盤のよ。引く。指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Extra defense moment. Yeah, for whatever reason they lowered the base damage of the spinners for IS5. They actually do less damage than they do on the normal stages in the chapter. It's really noticeable if you've played chapter 12 or what, because you're used to your ranged operators exploding there, but it doesn't happen here. Matterhorn is a necessity for fighting the floor 5 boss. E2 Jaya is basically not win here, because the casters are gated behind the boss death. Yep, so we're fine here. I'm going to reroll the face-off because it doesn't give up one. I'd prefer a fight. And naturally, I spent the one and then got a stage without a fight. Typical. Not a huge problem or anything. Just a waste of points for me. Which is -3 shield because I can't upgrade the safe house. Any other stage, even on the reroll, would still let me upgrade it. Because I'd be able to go down.
Let's go.
I guess I should have just taken the safe house
first.
from a risk assessment perspective. Pardon, I mean I should have taken the face off.
Have to get serious now.
But then I still wouldn't be able to upgrade the safe house. Meh.
クムがみんなを守る。
Kind of got throat here, I
美味
guess.
しいもの食べよう。
I sound sick is what it is. My throat's a bit infected, so I'm more nasally than usual.
We're counting on
I'll
you
be fine.
again today, little apple.
Ah, I got the cough syrup sponsorship. Thank you for that.
ママの特製料理だよ。
I'll be fine, don't worry about me. Don't have a fever or anything.
治療の準備だ。言う通りにしますね。元気出して。はい。エリアはまだまだ持ちますよ。
I guess I'll stall this thing here until the caster shows up. I enjoy it when it doesn't explode on my face. That's enough stalling.
やってみましょう。
Emergency? Nah, no way in hell. With certain squads I can play it, but realistically I'd never take the emergency.
たくさん見てきましたから。
Like, it's not impossible, I can get a perfect squad that can actually do it. Coughing fit.
元気出して。
Okay, slightly clearer throat now. So, the emergency is not impossible. What you can do is have like an E2 bubble and just block off the exploding fuckers over here. And then detonate them all far away. Combined with some medic like Perfumer to keep her alive. But I'd never even take it.
お腹
And it's unrealistic for me to ever have such a squad. On the third floor. You know, if it's a chapter 12 high difficulty stage, I can definitely play that, make a squad to beat it. But in IS3, IS5 like this is a random stage. Realistically, I'm just assuming that I'm gonna die on this stage. And I'd never bother trying to take it.
まだまだ持ちますよ。
If that makes sense.
はいはい。私が何とかします。
はい。
今助けてやる。
Sit here,
Scenery
please.
here, Doctor. はい。ちゃんと聞いてます。Almost does that.
Oh yeah, I can't retreat.
はい。今助けてやる。
The hell? Why is the damage so low? I'm used to these guys killing everything. Watching it fail to kill Myrtle is so weird. Well, I'm always going to have AoE for it. Crimson Corridor is... The normal mode is something that I can barely beat if I have the exact perfect squad for it. Realistically, on any IS5 run I'm gonna die in that stage. Finally, I need to comb. Oops, I throwed. I should have taken the Wastrun, because I wouldn't have gone overweight. Unless I get more plants, which I don't. We want the squad limit here. If I didn't reroll this, I could have gone down once more. Then again, this is completely unplayable, so I just wouldn't have gone down. Or theoretically, I could have used Rise and Fall. It's a big rune, but it would have gotten me through. And then I could go down once more. A bunch of wasted value from me. dump this so I don't accidentally click it later. I don't think I need a rune for this fight.
よーし式
At your service.
Hi Rodo and Maya. We're just getting started. Though I'm a bit sick today, so I'm not sure for how long I'm gonna keep going.
メイクの直し
We'll
は
find out
任せ
soon
て
enough. Oh, Pinecone can basically sow the lane after we block the first enemy. I shouldn't have deployed Myrtle over there, by the way, even if she doesn't get instantly bodied. Bad habit of mine. So Jaya has to kill this asshole. Anyone knows if he can silence the trumpet? I have no idea. Gonna wait for another shot before I deploy anything, I suppose.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. ツムの特製料理だよ。わかりました。どこに
Gummy getting bodied by the basic enemies. Does Jaya would heal that? Not really. That's unfortunate. Means I need a medic here.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。
ツムの特製料理だよ。
何すりゃいいんだ。
If she was Ito, she wouldn't get one shot.
はい。
This squad can definitely beat this fight no leak. But I'd say I didn't play it properly. Try to DPS these guys too early. I should just leave them alone, focus on disposing of the boss instead. That would give me better results. I'm really curious if you can silence the trumpets, by the way.
はい。
Honestly, not sure.
任せてください。ここですか？指示をどバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。大好き美味しいもの食べよう。はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Can we pick off the caster to avoid one leak? Those will be the last 5 leaks, I reckon. Although we need to kill the mom in the blue box, so we don't have to deal with it later. If I didn't try to rush these guys down, I'd have more DP to do other stuff. Also, Myrtle should have been over here, so she can't get sniped by these assholes. You can definitely cancel. Oops, that's fine. We'll do it with Gummy instead.
ツムがみんなを守る。元気出して。
Oh, I guess we're leaking the boss.
ツムにやらせて。
Oops. Should have deployed Gummy first. That's too many lives. Reroll. That fight should have been 0 leaks. I should just really start thinking through the fight before actually going through it. Like, if I do the same fight again, I'm not gonna leak anything. I just have a bad habit of, when I get to a fight I haven't tried before with the squad, I just throw random crap at it and see what happens. I should really stop doing that. It's a stupid way to lose runs. Because I could have reasoned through that and came to the conclusion of how the fight would end up. Yeah, it's just me being too lazy to look up her damage. I could have also just deployed Jaya faster, because once you block her she can't target Gavio. Yeah, just very bad play. Nothing more. Nice floor. Yeah, I've lost runs in dumber ways too. I'll keep complaining at myself until I start using my brain.
ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。
You can just check the time on the stream yourself. Like, you can go on the bar on YouTube and see when it started, you know?
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。指示をツムがみんなを守る。ツムの特製料理だよ。指 指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Well, I hate using my brain in general, so that's not specific in Arc Knights.
美味しいもの食べよう。
Wait, 4 stars? Not as far as I know.
気がねよ気がねよ引くバッテリー
Without 4 stars, it's a pretty common challenge to do no item runs.
ドクターの言う通りかいこっち向いて
And it's been done for every IS. And every boss.
みんなお腹すいた。指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。みんなお腹すいた。
I don't think 5 stars can do... I don't think it's been done with 5 stars. I don't think you can do every boss with 5 stars. You can definitely do IS5 with 5 stars without using relics. They're better than 4 stars, so it's gonna be easier too. But I don't think anyone's bothered to do it. I never got to do it in IS4 before the update. I didn't get the RNG and I got tired of grinding. What happened in the end is we got the update, and after the update I don't wanna bother, cause you can just run into the alternative ending and then you're screwed. It's more annoying to do in IS4 cause you're forced to take items much more often. And if I get a good item there, I just have to reset. If you can just get an irrelevant item. Like for example, if I get an item that gives me airborne, that makes 0 defense to 4 stars. And if you get a relevant item like spinach, you reset. That's how you do it in IS4 and IS3. But in IS5 you can actually do 0 items. So for clickbaiting purposes, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, people playing 5 star only are definitely rare, but to be fair, people playing 4 star only isn't that common either. I think it's less that it's some difficult challenge and more that nobody has bothered to try it in both cases. Yeah, you can also ignore the starting DP items. Like if you get 20 starting DP, you just make sure to never go below 20 DP. I'm not gonna do that, but it's only because a screenshot of it being 0 items is gonna look cool, and I want that. So many crystals. No, I mean somebody actually playing 5 stars only. Everyone builds 5 stars, obviously. How much grinding do you think you'll need with 5 stars only anyway? I honestly feel it's not that difficult with 4 stars, and I'm just bad at using my brain. Can't imagine it's difficult with 5 stars since they have better operators than 4 stars. Yeah, like I've said, I don't think it's even hard. I'm just throwing grunt in stupid ways. Oh, oops, this is the normal stage. A wrong setup then. I don't think Pinecone can die, so it doesn't matter. Though Click might, because the Sarkazas have bonus damage. Okay, Click can die now.
てば大丈夫。
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch more 4-star players. I think I know of at least 12. Though most are either on CN or not active very often. Myrtle feels wimpy. Let's go with Beanstalk. 2 fights either way, so let's try both.
私たちの見せ場だ。
Yeah, I should probably finish the video I have on the stages. I've written them out. I kind of have the footage and I just need to edit it together. But that's super annoying to do, so I haven't bothered. Yeah, it's been done with 3 stars for sure. Or maybe it hasn't, I haven't looked, but it's definitely possible. Is that supposed to be SOS 3 or 5? Both were cleared by different people.
ここですか？
Is it worth to spam emergencies? No. If in a no item run they don't give you anything. There's zero reason to do it.
元気出して。はい。
Morning.
指示を。
Let's go.
行け。私たちの自信な。お腹すいた。
Click protection.
みんな飛んで。
Because the emergency doesn't give you anything. The only difference between an emergency fight and a normal fight is that you get an item. If you don't care about the item, you might as well just do the normal fight.
おいしいもの食べよう。
That's because there's dozens of us. Dozens.
Mission accomplished.
本当はここまで徹底的にやるつもりなかった。
Yeah, you can definitely clear the first floor stages with 3 stars. You can just start with gathering squad after all, and then you have a full squad. Again, when you're using items, you can beat it with 0 operators if you get the right item combo, so it's a moot point. If you're using items, literally anything can beat it, because literally nothing is required to beat it. So it's not even a question. Like, you can just use the Doodle of Hope. No other return. Time to... Oh wait, we have to take the fight first. No need to throw stuff away just yet.
アイシャドウパレットは3001番がいいかな。それとも
So anyway, if you have Doodle of Hope, you get that item where enemies do 5000 true damage when they leak, and then you stack a bunch of lives. The only fights you fight are the floor 3 boss, which you can also skip, by the way, if you get a certain encounter.
ついたよ。
So it's possible to literally only fight the floor 5 boss,
ふむの特性
and then you just leak a bunch of enemies and everything dies and you win. So yeah, it's possible when you're using items, anything you can do it,
行くよ。
because there's some really overpowered item. Obviously you're gonna have to reset 50 times until you get it, but... Yeah, you can get a special boss key that takes you straight to the
うちの子たちを
5th floor when you exit. Even if you take it on floor 3, you just come out on the 5th floor instead.
おいしいもの食べよう。
Yeah, robot only, one set only, literally 0 operator because you don't have to play stages. Like, robot only is just clickbait at that point.
指示をどうってるのはまだまだも気がねよ。引く。
The glyph one? It's the one where you have either you pay 2 points and go into a boss key, or you pay 1 point for 10 ingots. It's an encounter. Yeah, you can get it on floor 3. It's not exclusive to floor 4 and 5.
パーフェクトな作戦だったね
Maybe I'm lying
君
about
の
that.
顔にもっと喜び
Yeah, I
を出
might
した
be
いくらい
lying
だよ
about that. And just misremembering. Don't take my word for it. Either way, the point still stands. You only have to play 2 fights usually. Was it called City 1? Yeah, that one. I think. Too many support tickets, never good. Depends on which, it's 5 lives, depends on which boss you get. Need to lose 5 weight. Oops, yeah. 3 weight. Dump this thing. The poor AoE caster is so bad, even Echigo doesn't want to defend her. Poor Marcel.
At your service.
Was this normal or emergency? I wasn't paying attention. Normal, alright. E2 gummy. We still have the no Sarkaz buff. Okay, I don't have to use my brain then.
I shall protect the team.
怖くないよ行くよ位置についたよみんなお腹すいた来た来た当たらないよ釘のようにここでしっか
I
り
think they're kind of okay in general. Why would you not care to watch it? It's pretty good. The hell? No, seriously, go watch Dungeon Meshi. It's a good, it's good TV.
わかりました指示はいフムの特製料理気兼ねを引くはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫はい気兼ねを引く
No, every new operator has to be OP. If they're not OP, people can't complain that they're OP. Like, that's a very important part of the experience to Arc Knights players. You can't deny them that. I say that pretending I don't complain when operators are OP.
Mission accomplished.
I barely watch anything, but I watched
Their
Dungeon
strikes
Meshi.
can barely
It's
take-
pretty good. Go for it. Or read the manga. It's also good. It's not, but if they're OP, people complain. People want them to be OP so they can complain. That's part of the communal experience. Did I fuck up? Okay, I didn't, because this has 3 buffs. I don't want to upgrade it, even if it's the best one. It's not the best one anyway. Max life points. Free win stage, back to reading the chat. Yeah, you've hit the attack speed cap.
出発
Not that you're gonna see any functional difference between 400 and 600.
ドローン飛べ
Like, it's gonna look the same to you.
位置についたよフムの特製料理
Not being overweight while playing this feels so wrong. Where's my 3 extra DP on every operator?
さんの言う見えたよみんなお腹すいた指示をど行くよフムの特製料理だよ
The effective cap is 500 ASPD for the record, because you have 100 base ASPD. So if you get plus 500 ASPD, you're at the cap.
特製料理だよ
The hell is Techno?
はい気がねよ引くみんなお腹すいた
I guess I'm going to roll for Marcel, mostly because somebody told me in the comments not to roll for Marcel yesterday, and I took offense to that.
フムの特製料理あいつらを止めて来た来たおいしいもの食べよ
What the fuck is a Necromancer caster? Oh, that's the new thing that had random summons. Okay, got it.
指示はい気がねよ引く
Mission accomplished.
It has a formula where it multiplies the attack interval based on the
完璧な仕
ASPD.
事ができました
Just Google Arc Knight's ASPD
満
formula,
足していただけま
and
し
you
た
can
か
find it yourself. I would explain it, but I don't. It's not like I bother to remember what it is. %50 extra health with exhaust vents. That's fine. We're gonna lose exactly 10 weight, so we don't need to burn anything. This stage is kind of ass though, so I'll get rid of 1 extra.
よーし指揮はみんなに任せたよ出発だよ
More annoying crystal position, though it doesn't matter, I guess.
がみんなを守る
No, actually this is better, because I can just spawn camp the flyers.
大スターだ今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな元気出して
Did I throw myself by deploying early? I guess, just barely enough. Should have let the first one fly. That was super close. Wonder if I can kill the crystal now, since I greeded for the better pinecone tile. Probably not. Though, click does take 2 necrosis to die, I think. Yeah. So we might barely squeeze it out.
はいはい気がねよ生きフムの特製料理だよ指示をどはいバッテリーはまだ表面筋電位追跡オート
That guy can just run away.
みんな
Yeah, I'm gonna weave the crystal, because I have no way to stop this guy. Oops.
はい気がねよ引くバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよやっちゃおっか
I guess I can just block it on Beanstalk Scrap if I buy enough time.
ではどんな撮影現場よりもいい
Nah, that's out of the question. So I guess we just let it go around now. Use Utagi as a human shield for click.
痛くないからね
Not enough time. Oops, I messed up. I underestimated the 50% health. Should have deployed Pinecone first, or like something like Beanstalk, Gummy, Pinecone in that order. Because I can't deal with the flyers effectively. Case in point.
Mission accomplished.
Nothing to see here, just me being bad.
完璧な勝利を得ることは美しいお花を咲かせることと同じように大変なお仕事
I
です
think that idea is nonsense. Like you don't need terrestrial removal to be a good 6-star caster, because Ifrit exists and she does that for you. Also, whenever we have an actually hard stage, Seobe is the best one every time, so clearly the idea doesn't hold all that much. This stage will be nasty. Seobe's attack scales based on enemy defense, so when you actually have a really hard stage and not just a generic event stage, she almost always ends up being the best in SWAT option because of that.
クムがみんなを守るドローン飛べ当たらないよみんなお腹すいたここでしっかり支えます準備そこは通さない気兼ねをはいこっち向いて指示はみんなお腹すいた
Okay, the truck went away.
言う通りにしますね
Now there's more healing available. If I deployed Prudent Warrior, Gummy would have gotten overloaded somewhere.
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ気兼ねを引く指示気兼ねを引くおいしいもの食べようどこにアレルギーに気をつけてね本物のスペシャルボーフルスラッシャーのセルフイメージ発射
Oops. Click and put that would kill it on their own anyway.
Accomplished.
But Utag is here.
パーフェクトな作戦だったね君の顔にもっと喜びを足したいくらいだよ
There might be complaints about stuff not having res shred. That doesn't mean they have a point. Like, people can complain about whatever they want. I just disagree with their logic. This is gonna be nasty. DP or attack speed? I guess I'll take the attack speed. Extra attack would have been worse, to be fair. Oh, we can use Utagi S1. Hooray. I've seen people complain about that when the bad Suitor came out.
敵を確認
Viviana?
しました
Yeah, that was the name.
皆さん
When Viviana came
行
out.
きましょう行け私たちの実力を見せてあげよ
Sitting in the corner.
うドローン飛べ
Yeah, but again, I don't really care if people have complained about it. What I'm saying is that that's not really relevant in gameplay. Like, you don't need the rest shred, because you can always provide it with Ifrit. And if it's an enemy that's so easy that you only want to deploy one caster, then the rest shred isn't going to matter.
準備万端だよ足についたよ元気出して釘のようにここでしっかり支えます言う通りにしますね 私が必要だね。私がいいとこついてれば痛くないからね。みんなお腹すいた？
Yeah, I just swap bodies.
顔をもうちょっとこっちに寄せて。はい、違うよ。引く。皆さんの援護勝手にはまだまだ持ちますよ。
We're gonna need to retreat. Pudenko there. Because we don't want her to pull the last caster, or I'll die in a stupid way. For no reason.
行くよ。はい、違うよ。引く。みんな、お腹。はい、こっち向いて。指示は。指示。違うよ。
Bless Roberto carrying the stage.
はい、みんな、お腹すいた。はいよ。指示は。違うよ。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。みんなお腹すいた？普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。わかりました。
Oops, Afuag was still alive. Roberta, you don't actually need to do her masteries at all. E2 is enough, because she gets the double shields on her talent at that point. S2 is the only skill you'll be using realistically in her, because you just bring her for the shields. I sometimes use S1, but I'm a weirdo, that doesn't mean anything. Realistically, I just tell you not to bother with her masteries, because you gain her most important thing at E2 level 1, and you can just leave her there, which is 2 shields. All masteries do is improve the skill cycle on S2 for the extra device, which might be completely irrelevant to you. Yeah, this is definitely the hardest Lords to stage. Still, we made it out without that much issue. Cheapest rune to burn. Oops, let's go to the 3rd floor first. How tragic. That was a pretty solid start from me. Curse you. A good item that I normally really like. I don't really see why targeting the furthest enemy is a problem inherently. Yeah, there's no declining option, I just get it sometimes, which is an instant reset. It doesn't happen too often. But sometimes you lose a run that way. Tragic. I'll agree that global targeting is pretty overrated most of the time, because ultimately all of the enemies head to the same place. Honestly, sweeping the whole map isn't that notable for a 6-star. Like, half of the 6-stars do it. With Wogos you press S3 and everything in range dies. Is it that much different if it's the entire map or just all the enemies that matter? I guess if you wanna be lazy, it makes some difference.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
Another way to look at the global targeting thing. As long as you have enough range to hit enemies without enemies being able to hit you back,
私たちの見せ場だ。
there is functionally no difference between that and global range.
目的地はどこでしたっけ？クムがみんなを守る。みんなお腹すいた？
A question then, do 4 stars have 1 or 2 operators with global range? Oops, other position.
ここですか？みんなお腹すいた？はい、指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。ドクターの言うからシャー。みんなお腹すいた？気兼ねを引く。はい、気兼ねを。
Yeah, that's how I see it too.
まだまだもか。みんなお腹すいた？
Deep cover effectively doesn't have global range. You can really feel it on the map with bad range tiles. Or bad meta tiles where you can't make use of the tentacles much. Yeah, you can push the bear in.
Mission accomplished.
Do you need 2 bodies for it? Why?
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじ
I reckon just 1 body would work, the same way it works on the other enemies on that path, no? The fatness isn't a disadvantage in here,
ゃん。ビーンストーク小隊出発。
as long as the pathing is the same. Really, it's AFKing on that spot. Incidentally, if they did move faster, it would actually break the
美
pattern,
味しいもの食べよう。
because they would end up slightly off center over here, though you wouldn't be able to see the difference.
みんなお腹すいた？ やっちゃおっか。みんな
Yeah, I would.
お腹すいた？
Why wouldn't they count them as global?
はい、
If they affect every relevant target on the map,
はい、普段通り。
why isn't that global range?
気兼ねを引く。はいよ、見えたよ。
Oh no, we have an extra.
元気だって。
Let's see if it's the bear. Maybe I'll fuck up pushing it too. If it doesn't AFK, I'll definitely fuck it up with Beanstalk, because the crab isn't instant.
元気だって。 はい、指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。いけ！私たちの実力を見せてあげよ
No,
う。
duck. Moot point.
Mission accomplished.
今取れたやつはやばいよ。 館内に戻ったら見に来てね。
Pretty solid start. Deployment limit debuff. Good place to get it since it's irrelevant.
後ろは私に任せて。お前らはとにかく。
You can probably push the bear, yeah. That's a question for a wiki. Or I'll just check on the next stage for you. I don't know what weight the bear is. Can't Weedy just push it to begin with? Like, why do you need items at all? Isn't it 5 weight or something? You don't even need Weedy for that. Now check on the next stage. The bear is listed on there. If it's 5 weight or less, Weedy pushes it herself. The Sienna count isn't mine, so it's not up to me whether she gets rolled for or not. I do play on it, but I don't spend the resources. The rolls are for the owner.
Mission accomplished.
A Chinese player offered to let me play on their account a long time ago. I've been using it since. But they still come online. They love doing annihilations, and I really don't, for example. Okay, so the weight of animals, for those who don't know: 4 weight, 2 weight, 3 weight, 5 weight. Meaning Quiddy can push all of them without any items. Obviously, the fat rat is the fat rat 32 is 5 weight. I'm kind of disappointed it's not 32 weight now that I think about it. Because they've never tried to cheese the bear, I guess. You rarely end up drafting pushers and shifters in IS5. I'm not paying your child support, Sunlight. Well, Gitano has a stun, you know. What more do you want? Is a 10-second stun not enough for you? How greedy can you be? You mean the max custom emojis? Like how many I can add? The limit depends on how many subs I have, basically. Not some subs, but members. I add more emotes when some are available. Though I did get like 5 new members this last month and this one, so I should probably have a look and see if I have some more slots now or not. Burn 1 weight. That's a lot of medics. Useless rune. And D2 beanstalk. Alright, just a moment. I'll go have a look if I have any emote space. To add any more, or if I'm still at the cap. I'll just take 2 seconds. Yep, I actually have 4 more slots. I need to win. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm stupid. I was looking at the icons you get when you've been a member for a certain time. Nope, no new slots. I still only have the ones we have right now. If I get 2 more members, I'll unlock another emoji slot apparently. So you get 10 emojis when you have 28 members. I don't know why I'm skipping relics. I have some kind of mental disorder that causes me to do it. I can't explain it. What can you do? I just don't want to read what they do, so it's easier to skip them, you know? Thank you, Harrison. If we get more, I'm asking you to what you want the emote to be. No promises of actually applying it, obviously. Can we do this with 3 deploy limit? Yep, definitely. Wait, can I actually do it because I have a bunch of medics? I don't want to, but not going. But I also don't want to skip the fight. Wait, it doesn't matter, I'm stupid. Just do the bottom one. Because I get 1 crystal here, right? So once I have 1 crystal here, I have 2 crystals, I go down and I'm at 0. And then I can't take both of these fights, so I can just start at the bottom and not bother with the emergency. Alright, so it's Harrison's vote. What do you want the next emote to be?
Yoshi, omaera, ochitsuite ike yo. Kiyagatta ze.
Wonder if it will disappear in a month if I don't harass somebody else to sign up. Not sure. So we start with Beanstalk here, and then we retreat her and swap over to Pinecone. Then Gummy here, and eventually we get rid of. Yeah, I've mostly made the emotes myself. I do really like the aesthetics of the really ugly drawings I make. Or when I make thumbnails. If I have something specific in mind that I can't make out of very the basics that are available, I'll ask around for it. Do I leak that flag? The normal mode, so probably not. Thanks, desk. Now we have security that the emote won't disappear in a month once the temporary gifted one runs out. Okay, what emotes do we have anyway? You talk so much about W, I kind of considered adding one for that, but we already have a cockroach in the default YouTube one, so that's unnecessary. We don't have one for Beanstalk. Ethan is here already. Yeah, look, we have the perfect W emote by default. So we don't need one. Just when anybody starts talking about W, if you can just spam the cockroach constantly, I'd really appreciate that. It would restore my faith in humanity. Well, probably not. I couldn't even get through that. Without laughing. Need to get rid of 7 weight. What a tragedy. Okay. We only lost a shield and a health from it.
後ろは私に任せて、お前らはとにかく前に突っ込め。
At least this time YouTube wasn't breaking on my end. I didn't get the message that YouTube disconnected for 1 nanosecond.
よし、お前ら落ち着いていけよ。行け、私たちの実力を見せてあげよう。
Gummy bonk emote.
ドローン飛べ。
Yeah, we can have a bonk. Works for me. Now get the other rank. Why the fuck did I deploy her in the crystal? I could have just started with Gummy. Low brain moment. It's a normal mode, so it doesn't matter, but it was such a weird start that I got confused by my own deployments. Podenku is unnecessary here, by the way. Click has enough damage even if you want to clear the truck. Because they kind of look like slugs. Like, this is exactly like the slugs, you know? Buaka thing that looks like a Caparas and or Carapace. I have no idea how to say that in English. I'll look it up later. And then like some yellow stuff leaking out. Oh, you can actually see it leaking out. That's a cute detail I haven't noticed before. You made me look closer at the rock than I ever have. I thank you for that.
Accomplished.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
Oh, you could have at least done the full quote. When you stare at the rock long enough, the rock stares back at you. Then again, I don't remember it myself, so... Can't take anything else. And we're going up, so no need to throw stuff out just yet. No reason to add Suru, because I won't need a second medic for now. She's basically just here for the final boss fight. I don't think there's another stage where a second medic will even be relevant. You know, it's kind of funny realizing how many operator names I don't know. Like how the time somebody talks about some new operator, Zinkshu, Escargot, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Literally never heard the name before. I don't know the names of some operators. I remember Bassline's name for some reason. And I even know what operator that is. I'm not sure why I remember them, but I do. I think there was something funny in their files. About how they're very competent at speaking with people and their competence is just lying to people constantly. Which I guess is very accurate. But just stating it so bluntly made me laugh my ass off.
Mission accomplished.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
Yeah, the reason I remember Arturia is because looking at her hair raises questions within me. Like if you have your hair down like that, for people with long hair, like imagine going to the toilet. Like, do you need to tie your hair in a knot every time you do it, or do you just have it hanging on the side of your head on the toilet floor? Like I have long hair that's almost to my waist, but if it reaches all the way to your legs, I feel like you're gonna have some logistical issues if you just let it down. We'll take it over for later. So anytime somebody talks about Arturia, I just think about that.
Orders ASAP, please.
To be fair, Matuimaru does have the same problem, but her hair is a horror show to begin with, so she gets a pass.
よし、お前ら落ち着いていけよ。敵です。皆さん手加減無用です。
Oh, I assume you can just tie the hair in a bun. It's not like it takes long. But imagine if you really need to pee that day and just tie your hair in a bun every time you do it. Like 5 times a day. At that point I just get a haircut, I think. Even though the only reason I have long hair is because I hate bothering to go to the barber.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow. It won't be any use.
Do you think I'll be able to kill the extra animal? I'm taking bets.
Come out. Stop hiding. Stop moving.
Yeah, my hair never goes in my eyes. If I let it grow out, it just becomes an afro, because it's really curly, and then it just goes down naturally.
Come out. Stop hiding.
When it's about 5-6 centimeters long, it's so curly that if I put a notebook on my head, it never actually touches my head. The hair holds it up.
It won't be any use.
Sunlight, have you considered your question implies that you think everyone on Earth accepts dollars as a currency in their country? Because if so, you need to travel more.
Stop moving.
We have these things where you exchange money, explicitly because they don't accept other currencies in their own.
Come out. Stop.
Well, once it grows long enough, you can just throw the hair up on your back, right? Then you don't have any hair in your eyes, because all of it is on your back instead.
Foggy today.
Solid effort, rat.
Mission accomplished.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
Yeah, I almost always end up doing it on floor 3 as well. Sorry, on floor 4. It's too dangerous on floor 3, and if you go on floor 5 you risk not getting it. So floor 4 is where I usually do it myself.
よし、お前ら落ち着いていけよ。位置についたよ。みんなお腹すいた？
Well, they have wizards, so obviously they figured out alchemy. What's so weird about mass producing gold at that point?
おいしいもの食べよう。
I mean, we can do that via L2. It's just that the cost of making it is higher than what the gold is worth. So there's no reason to.
治療の準備だ。おいしいもの食べよう。指示をどうぞ。違うよ。引く。はいよ。はい、こっち向いて。元気だ。
I couldn't answer that. For some reason I don't usually rank different operator archetypes by their tit size.
今助けてやる。
Do Cyclops encounter appear if you don't have Dudo?
指示をどうぞ。
Good question. I'd assume not, but maybe I'm lying to you. Because there is an identical encounter with the Kazdeo Fair. Because if you don't have Dudo, it's just an emergency fight, and the Kazdeo Fair is the same thing. So maybe you just get that one instead.
Mission accomplished.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
Rats, because Tsunade is a rat. Stupid question. Answer is obvious, no? If Futunada was a different race, that would be my favorite race, though. Kind of don't want to throw away the attack speed runes. I'd rather give up on one shield instead. I can also give up on one thought, but I'd rather not. That one was an exception. If Utunada was a Sarkaz, I'd say she was a credit to her race or something racist like that. Okay, so we can do fight here, 2 fights and then go back up. Or do I want to try and start from here? Simulated skirmish. Probably an ass. We don't have any... We have 50% attack. What gets buffed by that? The cannons don't. So I can just float a bunch of DP and then rush out, but I can't get the crystal. Basically I'm thinking if I should try to go like this. I don't think it's realistic, so I might just take Morning Labor instead. Ultimately it's only 1 fight difference, and I don't want to take that emergency.
Yosh, お前ら落ち着いていけよ。いけ！私たちの実力を見せてあげよう。
Matterhorn's chest is definitely not for. The fuck?
あいつらを止めて。
Have you look at his specs, dude? What is wrong with you?
位置についたよ。ドクター、発射！準備このおバカ！うちの子たちをいじめないで。来た来た。
I kind of feel like letting the Wanderers crash too.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass. Come out. Stop hiding.
So I can just condense everything into one lane anyway. I call it being a lazy ass. Yeah, it should be enough.
I see you.
Oh yeah, they have bonus damage. I forgot. Should probably break their charges more.
Any use.
Oh well. Couldn't land the killing though.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Mission accomplished.
本当はここまで徹底的にやるつもりなかったんだ。でも
One
戦わ
more
ないと
with the debuff.
フムたちがやられちゃうんだよ。
E to Eton lets us do most stages. Pretty safety. Same stage again.
The wall moved right before your eyes. Nah, you're.
ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。行くよ。準備はここは通さないよ。
Not sure why I keep placing Beanstalk here. I could just have her spawn kill the monsters from the start. Not that it matters all that much. Ultimately. If it was the emergency, it would matter.
See clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow. Stop moving.
Okay, can my microphone pick up the background noise? Or should I just ignore it?
ここですか。
Come out. Stop hiding.
Okay then, now ignore it.
言う通りにしますね。はいよ。治療の準備だ。
Come out.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Let's see what we'll get in the shop.
I see you.
指示を気がねよ。引く。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。はい、私が何とかします。気がねよ。何すりゃいいんだ。
Oops, I'm trolling a bit.
特製料理だわ。
Gummy had 3 enemies in her. Free 6-star ticket on. Is it just for the Mastery 3 or does it E2 as well?
Mission accomplished.
If it's just for a Mastery 3, I guess, and COBS 1, because I always forget to do it. Wait, maybe I did do it. Fuck.
完璧な仕事ができました。
Do I have COBS 1 or not?
満足していただけましたか？
Yeah, I don't have it, so I guess that
Stay
is what
healthy,
I'd spend it
doctor.
on.
Vive la vida.
完璧な仕事ができました。ドクター。
That one's less dementia and more... I empty these skills very absent-mindedly in the first place. So I think it's pretty normal to not remember. Okay, we have enough devices to go like so. Easiest stage, so it doesn't matter that it's emergency.
There's a mission? I wanna go!
Wait, maybe I should take Moose.
I'll do my best.
Wait, it's a ticket
敵を確
to
認しました
M3 a random skill on
行きましょ
a
う行け私たちの実力を
5
見せて
star.
あげよ
The hell is that
う
for?
敵です皆さん手加減無用です位置についたよここは通さないよお腹すいた
Yeah, they don't have an attack buff.
やっちゃおっか
Hey, violence can't solve all your problems.
あいつらを止めて
Also, since people kept asking. So Ethan has 1600 attack.
元気出して
I think that's about 100 damage or what? Oops, we couldn't see because of click. But yeah, he barely scratches it. He needs a little bit
over
more attack
here.
because of the 50% damage reduction. I'm pretty sure the damage reduction applies
ここで配信
before the defense is taken into account.
はいよ
Could be wrong though. Not like I bothered to check.
治療の準備だはい普段通り釘を打てばだって身はまだまだ持ちますこのおばちゃんうちの子たちをいじめないでおいしいもの食べよう来た来た
I probably don't want Gavio getting stunned. Wow, she's getting necrosis too.
気がねよ引く元気出して
Hence the bait.
はい気がねよ引く I'm ready アーツの治療範囲に入れ
Floor 5 rocks
指示をど
have
うぞ
50k
気が
HP.
ねよ
Yeah, we're not touching them, those ones.
釘を打てば大丈夫ふむの特製料理だよ ドクターの言うことはしゃ
This is pretty relaxing for me.
普段通り釘を打てば
I don't actually have to do very
指示をどうぞ
mechanically complicated stuff, so I can play with one hand 90% of the time. It's far from suffering.
はいはい私が何とかします
Yeah, if you get him above
Here.
2000 attack and skill, he'll kill them pretty quickly.
普段通り釘を打てば敵にはまだまだ持ちますよ
Yay, Gummy doesn't die.
食べ From now on, this
Well, usually not, but I usually don't play with one hand. So it's a nice change of pace for me. I get to have my feet up on my bed.
Are we done fighting? Ah, I'm beat.
I just realized I'm stupid. Ah well, I shouldn't have gone down. I might get really lucky in this and have this or this turn into a safe house. Then I'll be able to take a longer path. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken the bottom path. I lost one stage from it.
I essentially blend into the walls, so I'm a good choice for scouting. クムがみんなを守る
Most painful operator skill to die to. Being scratched to death by a cat sounds pretty bad to me. Like, if it has to kill you, you have to consider how long it's gonna take, right?
クムの特製料理だよ
I think dying to Sentinel command would be painful just for how long it's going to take. Like, you're gonna start with breeder beams, but at some point you're gonna get tired. You can only go for so long, you know?
行け私たちの実力を見せてあげよ
Nah, nail sounds bad, but you're in pain for 3 seconds and then you die because you don't have any organs. It's not.
うここは通
You have to if we're just evaluating the total amount of pain, you have to consider the length. So I think some healing skill keeping you alive until you're 200 years old is probably the worst way to die.
まだ持ちますよ
You're gonna get into some I have no mouth and I must scream territory.
おいしいもの食べよう指示違うよ I can fight too
I don't know, it's a pretty big yo-yo. Like,
Hey. You can't see me.
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Over here.
With a big enough yo, it just becomes a mace. Like 1-2 solid hits to the head and you're done. Like, look at that thing. That's just a mace. He can call it a yo-yo all he wants, it's just a mace. You get smacked once in the head and you're gone.
おいしいもの食べよう指示を
Yeah, being eaten by cockroaches will be a pretty awful way to go.
はい
So I guess Walter has a point there.
引く
But at least they'll pulverize you to dust first. So I don't think you'd feel any pain.
しっかりしろ
Mission accomplished.
So you just get a heart attack from Nightmare then.
I worked pretty hard.
Yeah, those are pleasant.
You saw me, right?
But I think we can beat that.
Right?
It's a piece of metal on a string. Like, how hard do you need to look for the military grade yo-yo? She added a string to the piece of metal Ethan was using to bludgeon people to death. That was Closure's addition there. Yeah, Indigo. Throw game. Do I reroll the other one and hope it's a safe house? Sure, why not? Ideally, I would have gotten some of the other stages because I'm tired of playing the same 2 stages over and over. But I ain't not gonna complain.
Indigo at the ready. Follow the light, please.
結構いるな。
いけ私たちの実力を見せてあげよ
Thanks. I'm surprised people were fine with my voice. I'm not a big fan of it myself.
うついたよあいつらを止めてドローン飛べ
Still prefer using it over some text-to-speech shit though. Prefer ugly stuff over fake stuff every time.
したここは通さないよ指示をみんなどいて
We have a very high chance of rolling a debuff right before the boss fight. When you take a bunch of stages, it almost always happens. Let's hope it's nothing too annoying.
Feel like you're gonna faint?
指示を指示準備は想像を通さないよ。おいしいもの黄金を引くはい黄金を
How is setting something on fire chemical warfare? Like all the necrosis ones, I agree they use something
指示を
toxic, but the other ones just set you on fire, no?
指示を
Mission accomplished.
How much OP do I have right now?
大将
Pretty sure it's 0.
これで終わりですかね。
Stay
Yep,
healthy,
I have
doctor.
the perfect amount of OP.
Vive la vida.
大将
Definitely didn't know that
これで
and just went over to hear
終わりです
Utsunoda's
かね。
voice. No, no chance of that. Nothing happened. Somebody just asked me how many OP I have, so I went and checked. The answer was not a lot. With the fire is a chemical reaction logic. Can't you say that the bullet being heated up is also and starting to melt is a physical reaction? So does that make it go in the same category? Okay, what runes do I burn? That was tragic. Let's try and dispel the luck. Just to see. No, let's burn them all. So that was 6 more shields I'd have, so it would be a 26. 27 shields and an attack speed rune. And I had, just to look through it, we had Gavio with an E2 Matterhorn, or not E2 yet, second medic, DP. Yeah, I had pretty much everything I needed except some squad swords and more E2s. That was tragic. I hate when he does that. It's an upgrade you get from the shop too. I'm sad I actually got it. Do I have the energy for one more run? That was so anticlimactic, I have to do one more. Curses. I wanted this one to be the last one for the day, but that made me so salty. We're doing one more. Yeah, it was a good run until it wasn't. That happened super early, by the way. I'm surprised I saw it twice in one day. Or 3 times actually. I think it's like a 5% chance or something. Maybe it's lower. Bad neighbor, and then we just take 4 fights, I guess.
私の出番ですね。目的地はどこでしたっけ？位置に着いたよ。みんなお腹すいた。
Oh, is it the normal or the emergency? Normal, because it's the first fight.
元気出して。釘 釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。元気だって。
Whoops, I deployed Pinecone in the wrong space.
指示を気兼ねよ気兼ねよ引く。ふむの特性気兼ねよ引く。指示を気兼ねよエリはまだまだ持ちますよ。
It's just a pointless conversation to kill time.
まだ持ちますよ。
Don't overthink it.
ふむの特製料理だよ。
And another one. Welcome here. How many lives am I gonna lose from this? 1, 2, 3. No, let's just go reset. It's more than 3 lives, so I'm just gonna start over. Yeah, I deploy her there for the normal stage too. I just deploy her on the other spot in the emergency, so I can be lazy. Because in the emergency, if I don't press her skill properly, she's gonna die. If I deploy her on the other spot. That way I cannot pay attention. S5 Spearhead is probably the best we've ever had. It's still not worth using because we have much more overpowered squads. Yeah, the hero squad is Wimba. For this particular run, the no item one, I might end up going back to Spearhead if I feel like I really need the stats, or Gathering. But in terms of getting a consistent run with a bunch of operators, the Blueprint is definitely the strongest.
目的地はどこでしたっけ？釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
20% extra attack isn't that much, yeah. You get a bunch more
位置についたよ。
from the relic farming.
指示を気兼ね
Though of course the benefit of Spearhead is that you're not gonna die to early fights. That's the actual use of it.
おいしいもの食べよう。指示をエリはまだまだ持ち。
Chigo, that's called gameplay and story integration.
はいはい。エリはまだまだ持ちますよ。
They don't cause damage in lore, they don't cause damage in gameplay. What's the problem?
フムの特製料理だよ。フムがやるよ。
Some YouTuber can make a video about voodoo narrative synchronicity. With that in mind.
Mission accomplished.
You can also just break your neck from sleeping, if you land it in an uncomfortable enough way. Assuming the terrain isn't even, or there's something hazardous, don't you can fall on something that stabs you through. There's many ways to kill yourself from sleeping. It's not a safe activity. Like imagine falling down the stairs when you're drunk. I don't know. Do that many people die from falling over?
ドクター、グムたちの帰りを待っててね。
I assume car crashes and such are far more and are still far more
フ
common.
ムの特製料理だよ。釘のようにここで。みんな、お腹すいた？
Well, yeah, less people die from being burned alive now, but it wasn't always like that.
指示を。 しいもの食べよう。やっちゃおっか。指示を気兼ねよ。エビはまだまだ持ちますよ。
To be fair, hard disease is a leading cause of death only because there's nothing else around to kill us. I don't think we have that. They have that problem in Terra,
Mission accomplished.
so I assume they have different leading causes of death. Though I guess cancer's still a winner, since it's do we count them? So in Terra, would they count the magic cancer as part of the other cancers, or is it its own separate family of cancer? Questions for Susuru.
「出発だよ。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。元気出して。ここですか。元気出して。
Why would TB win? Do they not have antibiotics?
フムの特製料理だよ。
No, that's a good point actually. Rhodes Island is definitely the leading cause of death. Especially if you have a magic cancer. They will hunt you down to the ends of the earth. If that's the case.
じゃおっか。指示をエビはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示をどうぞ。エビはまだまだ持ちますよ。はい。気兼ねを引く。
Mission accomplished.
You know, that should actually be a stat in the stat breakdown in IS5. How many Sarkaz have you saved from being Sarkaz?
でも戦わないとクムたちがやられちゃうんだよ。
Beanstalk it is.
私たちの見せ場だ。
Was wondering for a second if I have to play the stage seriously.
ビーンストーク招待出発。やっちゃおっか。来た来た。もう待ちくたびれたよ。
I guess killing one cow and then everything is gonna work fine.
私たちの実力を見せてあげよう。ドクターの言う通りみんなどいて。来た来た。来た来た。このおバカ。うちの子たちをいじめないで。美味しいもの食べよう。ドクターの言う通りにするよ。
Good enough.
普段通り釘を打つ。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Provided Gummy doesn't die in the next hit.
はい。エビはまだまだ持ちま
Oops,
すよ。
kind of throwed myself. I guess I do need it to play it properly. I needed to bring Gummy as too, but I was lazy and I didn't want to time stuff.
指示エビはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Okay. Guess it's time to stop for today. Probably go take a
はい。
nap.
エビはまだまだ持ちますよ。
I'll get some medication and I'll play it
行くよ。
more properly tomorrow. I will finish this run, of course.
やっちゃおっか。
But I'm definitely trolling at this point.
気兼ねを引く。ああ、逃げたやつがいる。 待っててドクター、今追いかけるから。
Well, of course, that's Rhode Island's main export. How can we not love genocide? Gotta pay the bills somehow. Kind of trolley second store.
Indigo, at the ready.
The wall moved right before your eyes. No, you're exactly.
So what did Sarkaz do that's so bad anyway? Like, I'm not sure why they're the antagonists. I remember somebody making a video that talked about how the antagonists in chapter 10, 11 and 12 are actually the antagonists, which I thought was self-evident. You know, because they're the antagonists. But so apparently people think that they're not the antagonists. But since I don't read the story, I have no idea whether it did anything bad or not. Does anyone want to summarize it for me? Pinecone is basically a free win on Thor 2 on any stage when you're playing with items. That sounds like something that we've done, yeah? But that's Rhodes Island, being Rhodes Island. What does it have to do with the Sarkaz? My impression from Arknight's story is that Rhodes Island is literally the worst, and everyone who's not Rhodes Island is forgiven for not being Rhodes Island. Because at least they're not Rhodes Island.
Mission accomplished.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
Well, if we kill all of the Sarkaz, they will be free from hate. You gotta give Teresis credit there. Can I even play this? Probably.
後ろは私に任せて。お前らはとにかく前に突っ込め。ドクター、グムたちの帰りを待っててね。
Also, the Brits on Terra pull the Roman thing, where you get mercenaries to do your job for you and then they keep robbing you. I'm gonna be honest, that one's on the Brits. If you get taken over by your own mercenary group, I think you're morally culpable for that. Like, I don't think you can play innocent of you invite some foreign mercenaries to save money on hiring an army and then they take you over.
Hey, violence against them.
Not sure I can get the crystal. my logic there is basically mercenaries are kind of what privateers are, right? They're just paid bandits. So if you're the one that invites them and then you get robbed by them, like what else did you expect? If they have nobody else to rob, of course they're gonna go after you.
治療の準備だ。はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。元気出して。行くよ。はいよ。発射。準備万端だよ。フムの特製料理だよ。
Bless the Iwangami.
Accomplished.
この程度の相手か。余裕だ余裕。
Okay, keep telling me about Dark Knight's lore, because I'm never gonna read it myself. So okay, we have the Sarkaz trying to take over Britain. Naturally, I approve, since I'm from Europe. Okay, so what's Rhodes Island doing there? Are we just on a school trip or what? Walk me through the plot. Let's see how many people in chat actually read the story.
Indigo at the ready.
That's fucking goat. Imagine Hitler taunting United Healthcare to come fight him in Britain. And they just go like, I'd bring it, bitch. The reason I don't read it is because I think it's kind of bad, so I don't either. Like, I don't even mind gacha stories in general that much. I think Limbus and FGO are pretty readable. If you skip the first 7 chapters on FGO or so. I stopped reading on chapter 8. Chapter 8 is what managed to completely lose my interest. Because basically what was going to happen with the backstory was super obvious. I was just waiting for it to happen. And then it didn't happen for 100 million words. So if people who like that think that the stuff after that isn't great, I'm probably gonna keep staying away.
Violence can't solve all your problems, but it can solve you.
Mission accomplished.
I think side stories are pretty often end up being better than the main stories. Because you can't really kill most of the characters in the main stories if you're using the operators in them. That could be a problem for side stories too, it depends. But they do still have more freedom with what you can do at the plot, I think. Because usually they're just given to one guy to write. Okay, so that brings us down to 27. We need to burn 2 more.
よしお前ら落ち着いていけよ
There's nothing inherently wrong with slow pacing in and of itself, but I kind of feel like in Arknight they don't really do anything with it.
クマがみんなを守る準備万端だよ
Oh yeah, Utage is easy too. She can just 1v1 all the Sarkaz loot. Hooray! Needs to lose kill first though.
ドローン飛べクマの特性力あいつらを止めて釘のようにここでしっかり支えます
Rather, you need to have a reason for the slow pacing. Like if you're not introducing some very complicated idea or many new things, or trying to develop something character or plotline, you kind of want to move the story along.
はい国はまだまだ持ちますよ
Arknight just has so much text, I feel like I'd rather be reading a book.
行け私たちの実力を見せ
Then again, I actually read books, which is apparently not that common among a lot of people. I have several friends who just flat out tell me they don't read books.
来た来た指示気がねよ引く
So did the magic rock have a sword in it or not? It's Britain, so it's very important to know that.
大丈夫 連中弱すぎだなこの杖でもう少し暴れたかったぜ
I usually read about one book a month, though I haven't read anything for February. Guess I have some catching up to do. The only thing I like more than reading books is hating on people who read books and then complain that the movie isn't like in the books. Yeah, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine actually. Like obviously when you adapt it to a different medium, the story isn't gonna be one-to-one. It's a really weird complaint I see fairly often. Like they cut this scene and that scene. Like obviously, you don't have nearly as much screen time in a movie as you do in a book. If they didn't explain what the rock does, just treat it like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. You know, it's just there to move the plot along.
Follow the light, please.
That's a slightly annoying spot. Do we just leak it? Yeah, yeah, I think it didn't take lives, we're just leaking it.
皆さん手加減無料です言ったらいらないパーツあったらちょうだい来た来たここは通さないよドローン飛べ
I guess Ethan gets this job now. Because no Jai.
ドクターの言うと見えたよ来た来たあいつらを止めて
Hey, get him good!
It's the normal stage so we can keep bullying these guys here
See if you wish to
for a while longer.
follow this light.
Whoops, woke up the chest.
クマがみんなをあいつらを止めて
It's just gonna kill Gumi, I think.
どうすん指示を出るにはまだ
Should
ま
have
だ
just let the
持ち
chest
ます
go.
よ
Panic moment. If it wasn't into Gumi, I could tank both, but T1 is too fragile.
準備万端だよこのおバカうちの子
Yeah, I didn't even take lives, which I mentioned earlier.
普段通り鍵を違うよ
今助けてやる
So now we end up leaking a bunch of stuff for no reason. It happens. Sometimes your brain doesn't brain.
I'm over. しっかりしろ
はい違うよ引くはいバッテリーはまだまだ持ちます
Violence can't solve all your problems, but it can solve you.
指示指示バッテリーはまだまだ普段通りはいこっち向いてどうすんルムがみんなを守るはい違うよ引くルムの特製料理だよここは通さないよ普段通り鍵を
Reading the chat between
違うよ
clearing the stage is so funny to me. So I remember you were talking about some magic rock that controls cancer, and then I look at it and when you see all the pointy rooftops in London, that's because of the magic rock that controls cancer. I'm probably missing some context here, but I think not looking it up is much funnier.
指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよみんなお腹すいた来た来たドクターの言う通りにするよ準備万端だよ違うよ引く
Mission accomplished.
Chapter 13 was the random vampire, yes.
任務完了どううちの子たちもよくやったでしょ
Yeah, the whale is from there. Can't play this one. Row away one more time. Have to start with the watery fight. It is one guaranteed leak, maybe more. If it wasn't the emergency, I'd have taken it. The emergency with the extra health is too annoying. We already summarized it for people who didn't read it. I made chat do that. Were you not reading?
ビーンストークショー
It was literally Hitler challenging United Healthcare to a duel in the UK over a magic
皆さん
rock.
手加減無用です
Why he did not just get the magic rock and nuke them with it are questions we're not allowed to ask, because then we wouldn't have a story.
ルムがみんなを守る元気出していただきます
Hey, over here, feel like you're gonna faint?
みんなお腹すいたここですか
治療してほしいやつはな
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
今助けてやる
Yeah, but the only reason they were there to interfere is because he invited them to 1v1 them,
釘を打てば大丈夫
from what I understand. Just to be clear, I'm not discussing the Ark Knight story right now. I'm discussing the summary that chat gave me. So it's possible we're just making shit up together because nobody here has read the story.
指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ違うよ
So like any lore video you'd ever see,
元気出して普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Teresis doesn't have a body to hit. He's just a prop.
やっちゃおうか指示を違うよ違うよ普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫元気出して
Oh yeah, we had the siege event. Now I remember. The one where we just kill peasants for some reason for the whole event.
しっかりしろ
Like you see just these homeless people come and we just start beating the shit out of them. I'm really curious what the plot was then and why we're murdering homeless people.
指示を手段通り釘を打てば
I assume they didn't pay their taxes,
指示を手段通り釘を打て
but
ば大
I'm
丈夫
sure Rhodes Island will have a different explanation for that one. Yeah, the siege outer event. Like the basic enemy dudes are just homeless people.
まだまだ撃ちますよ
Have you not seen it?
はい
ドクターの言う通りにするよ
Maybe it's like 40k, where anyone you're fighting is just a heretic, no matter
違うよ
no matter what.
ふむの特性
So I guess that makes them Sarkaz in that case? Homeless Sarkaz. Okay, that makes it better. I wasn't summarizing Arknight's lore. The basic enemy in the Siege Outer event is just a homeless dude. I don't know how to tell you. What's your favorite retelling of King Arthur anyway? I think Blizzard still owns that one for me. Like the reverse King Arthur with Arthas was too much fun. Oh, right, so Ho was confirming that we were killing Sarkaz homeless people. It's alright then, it's so justified. If they were Sarkaz, it's fine. Yeah, I asked for what's your favorite story. King Arthur's ripoff, not what a random one is. So I went with one that I actually really like. I'm not talking about WoW stuff, of course. Just Warcraft. The self-contained arc there is perfect for me. We'll burn the money, but we're definitely dead. Do we even have a squad for this?
Yes I'll do my
Oh,
best
Beanstalk's decent anyway.
あ、店閉めるの忘れたな。
はいみんなの面倒は私がちゃんと見ておくから安心して
The Merlin one? The Merlin one?
出発だよ
So, do you mean the Merlin TV show, the Merlin film, the other Merlin film, or something else? You're gonna have to specify a bit with the Merlin one. If it's the old film from the 90s, that one was really good. I rewatched it recently. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to start with Beanstalk. We'll redeploy for later. Ooh, the health debuff is really bad. Need to get rid of this.
準備万端だあいつらを止めて
Rich Cat decides to commit terrorism is just a description of how she got a job at Rhodes Island.
ドクターの言う見えたよ
Wait, that's just what she does usually.
来た当たらないよ
Chance of death is high. Even if I have the ideal squad, I usually lose at least one life. So this click just die here. Oops.
準備万端だよ こですか？
ママがみんなを守る。治療の準備だ。
美味しいもの食べ指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
何やってんだ。
気兼ねを引く。指示を気兼ねを引く。
何やってん。
気兼ねを引く。普段通り
That one always dies.
釘を打てば大丈夫。
If you wish to flee,
We are also definitely leaking the boss. So we're at best gonna have 3 lives left over.
まだ持ちます。気兼ねを引く。指示を気兼ねを引く。元気出して。指示をどうぞドクター。
seas are roaring.
What's the plan?
エリはまだまだ持ちますよ。
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
指示普段通り釘を打つ。気兼ねを引く。
準備万能のおバカ。うちの子たちをいじめないで。
はい。あ、
みんなお腹すいた。
指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Can't stop that one.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
よっしゃー。
美味しいもの食べよう。気兼ねを引く。
The best I've ever gotten on this stage with no items is only 1 leak. But I need something like Pudenko. She really stouses out the right lane.
Did I drag us all down?
I also usually use a buff rune for here, but I kind of wasn't paying attention now, because I think this run is super bricked anyway. Which I still do, for the record. Let's see if we can make it to the 5th floor, and see how little damage we do over there. Yeah, we'll burn the ingots, it's fine. Whoops, shouldn't have bought a Vanguard ticket though. The second option is just a normal fight. It always contains one of those things that kidnaps your operators. If you have Talons, it's just the emergency version of that fight. We don't have a Matterhorn, I think. Meh, I don't want to spend ingots. I'm not gonna have the lives. Also, we're just dead. That one might actually be playable.
There's a mission? I wanna go!
I don't think it is, but it's gonna be close. Curses. Oh, we got the easiest possible version.
結構いるな。
Still don't think we have much of a shot to not die, because the enemies are too fucking fat. But we can play it out. Need to rush this out. Oops, wasn't expecting to die in the second hit. Yeah, okay, we'll die here because we can't control these guys. And we can't stop this one, so we need to let him go. And I can't deploy an operator to both hit this and this. Okay, we'll end it here. It was an emergency, so there never was a chance. But I can do the normal one, I think. It's easy enough because the enemies will actually die. Probably the same way you bury everything else, to be sure. Just cremate them in a furnace, like we did to Frost Nova. I mean, she works in Rhodes Island. They've definitely taught her how to dispose of bodies. Anyhow, for today I'm gonna stop, because I'm a bit sick. We'll keep going tomorrow. good night for now. I'll see what emotes I can add between this stream and the next one. See ya.